Hey, it's Alex here. If you're getting older like me, your vision's probably changing. As a kid, my vision was actually great. I grew up in a household, there was not a computer in my room. I guess I'm dating myself a little bit when it comes to age, but I guess I maybe didn't read a lot of books because it wasn't until I turned 22. I remember that morning where I looked outside and things looked a little bit fuzzy. And I realized that getting glasses was actually a good idea. But since that time, I rarely wear them. I only wore them at night because I guess I didn't spend enough time looking at computers, being productive, reading books maybe in college, but I still ended up graduating with honors. But about a month ago, I realized that taking a look at certain things, it was actually more difficult for me to see even close up. And further away, it was even more blurry. So 30 days ago, I actually started wearing these glasses. So this is a new addition to my face, something I'm getting used to. But when it comes to people's visions, over time, they can sometimes improve as well. And the reason that happens sometimes is really because the idea of how your brain sees things, what it gets used to, what it's actually trying to do to fill in the gaps happens. But when it comes to vision in life, it's something that's completely different. Not just for your eyes, but for what you want for yourself. When I graduated from Chapman University, I really wanted just to make as much money as I possibly could. That was my one and only focus. And the reason that happened was probably because I went to a private college. A lot of other friends, went to regular public colleges. But I was actually surrounded by a group of individuals, that had, opportunities that I had no access to being born to immigrant parents. It's not that my life could have turned out, any different if I had a different upbringing, but it just gave me a little bit of perspective on what was possible. So I just wanted, a house in a great zip code. I wanted, a fast car. I wanted all these things that, people see. But what I realized over time is that is actually not what drove me. I've made over $50,000 in a single month in my lifetime. And I've gone 6 months without making a single cent. But what that's taught me is that actually my vision for myself and for my business is something that we've strategically been working on. And I'd love to share that with you. So we have created a vision statement. And this vision statement states this: we're committed to being the most impactful real estate team in Orange County. And there's always going to be a number of people that are way smarter than me. I would never say I'm the smartest person in the room. And even more than that, there's going to be a lot more people that make way more money than I do, because that's not a driving force anymore. But we are committed to being the most impactful team in Orange County. The second line is our process is rooted in creating a top shelf experience for families, community, and our real estate partners. And that's something that resonates with me a lot. Because creating a top shelf experience for our clients, we constantly are looking at our process and finding out new ways to improve it. We actually have a survey now at the end of our process to see what we could do better. There are, monthly and check-ins, weekly check-ins on exactly how we're doing while we're in the process of selling, buying, or representing someone on an investment. And making sure that we support the community, that's a big part of it. And also, what I realize is that I'm not in the real estate business anymore. I'm in the human development business. For our real estate partners and the agents we bring on our team and the staff that supports them, my job is to develop them as humans and help them improve to get the things in their life that they really want. And that's the most exciting part of it. And we do this by donating our time and 3% of our profits to support local charities that combat animal abuse, domestic violence, and homelessness. The reason that is so important to me is taking a portion of what we do in revenue and profit and donating it back to the community is really what I want to be known for. When it comes to animal, abuse and animal welfare, I've always had a soft spot for animals. I would basically, catch animals as a kid. I would make them my pets for a little bit and then release them back into the wild. I had lizards. I had, other creatures that my parents probably wish I didn't have. But animal abuse is super important to me, and supporting those animals that are in shelters, especially these no-kill shelters, that's something we'll continue to support because it's a soft spot in my heart. And I've definitely adopted a few animals in my lifetime as well, and rescues. And then when it comes to domestic violence, it is something that I have no experience with, fortunately. But there were, friends of mine and people that are close to me that have actually experienced it on a deeper level. And sometimes it's as simple as giving someone access to resources to realize the quality of their life can be different, and they're safe and they're not alone. If you have any questions, or if there's ever anything that we can do for you or your family, let us know. But I wanted to share our vision statement today and realize that is something that we're going to live by going forward. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and see you real soon.